Can you just stop?
Will you tell him to stop? I'm not doing it.
This is cell phone video from a violent June 2019 encounter between a high school teacher and coach and a deputy from the Williamson County Sheriff's Office.
Will you stop?
What the is going on? What is going on?
Markina Gillum Hicks was with her friend outside her apartment when Deputy Sean Feldman said he responded to a noise complaint because of a, quote, somewhat boisterous conversation they were having.
I'll give you my ID. I don't have it on me. Okay, I am not a threat.
When he asked for her identification, their interaction escalated.
I am not that person.
And ended in this violent clash in which Feldman picked Hicks up and slammed her to the ground as Hicks's friend recorded.
Can you stop?
Today, Hicks is still so traumatized by what happened, it's painful for her to talk about it.
You asking me to open up those wounds again, to be vulnerable again. And as a person, I would like to move forward from it. Now that would take time, and I understand that.
In June, with the 2-year statute of limitations approaching, Hicks filed this lawsuit in state district court against Williamson County and Deputy Feldman, part of what she says is her own healing and search for justice. Her suit, now part of an unprecedented number of claims against the county, reveal what critics say were the actions of a runaway department led by a renegade sheriff.
There's clearly been an increase in claims.
All told, there are now 14 pending lawsuits against the county stemming from actions of the sheriff's office and its deputies. More in former Sheriff Robert Chody's 4 years than in the 12 years under previous Sheriff James Wilson, according to county records. Many of the suits highlight the findings of a year-long investigation by the KVUE defenders into the Williamson County Sheriff's Office, much of it stemming from its relationship with the show Live PD. Represented by Ben Crump, one of the nation's most prominent civil rights attorneys, they include this wrongful death suit from the family of Javier Ambler, who died after an encounter with 2 deputies who now face manslaughter charges in his death.
The second I saw a camera, I had a feeling of what was going on.
And Gary Watsky and his son Asher, whose home was the subject of a no-knock raid so deputies could arrest Asher after a fight with his roommates, even though he had been in court hours earlier. The lawsuits are already having serious costs to the county, and the numbers are likely to get much higher. A KVUE Defenders investigation found that Williamson County has 2 insurance policies for law enforcement litigation, totaling $5 million in coverage each year. The county's insurance companies have already paid out $2.3 million in settlements and $407,000 in deductible amounts from suits stemming from Chody's administration. Because of the number of cases, insurance premiums have risen dramatically. One policy raising its rates from $74,000 annually to $320,000, according to the county auditor's office. That's a 331% increase.
The good news is that the Commissioner's Court had the foresight and we've budgeted accordingly. But yes, the premiums have increased.
County Judge Bill Gravel emphasizes that in November, the county booted Chody from office and elected new Sheriff Mike Gleason, who he says is putting reforms in place to prevent future litigation.
We have a new sheriff in town, and he is guiding the ship in such a way that will, I hope, reduce the litigation in the days ahead.
For plaintiffs, including Hicks, they say bringing a suit isn't about money. For them, it is about making sure the county is held accountable for what happened and changing its practices.
Will justice be served with just my lawsuit? No. I don't feel that. Is it a start? Yes.
There is no timeline for when the county expects to have these claims resolved. Keep in mind, it could take months or years. The deputy in Hicks's case does remain on the force. He did arrest her that night on a resisting arrest charge, but prosecutors later dismissed the case. For the KVUE Defenders, Tony Plahetsky, KVUE News.